to my channel. This is the Nomadic Goddess and I am Jasmine. This is going to be a general weekly reading for the sign of Pisces for the week of January 8th to the 15th. Now you don't have to just be a Pisces Sun. You could be a Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Mercury. And just because I said that this was for the week of January 8th to the 15th does not mean it is solely for that week. It is for whenever you stumble across my channel and decide to hit play. Because this is a general reading, you shouldn't take everything with you. If the shoe fits, lace it up, find the matching pair, and travel well. If it does not fit, leave it there. There is no need to carry messages that don't ring true to you. I am clairaudient, which means Spirit, God, Goddess, the Divine gives me messages, sometimes via songs or phrases from movies. And so with those songs, I sing them out loud, very poorly. So you guys will have to put up with my singing. And I apologize if I make you, if I make your ears bleed. It is out of love, okay? It's out of love. All right, let's get started. So enjoy, discover something new about yourself, and don't be afraid to dive deep. Let's get started. What messages do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Mercury. What messages do we have for Pisces? Shuffle. Some of you may be thinking about a best friend, or yeah, thinking about your best friend, or like thinking about a relationship with someone who you deem as your best friend. Because what in the world on a shuffle day? Because Brandy, best friend, that song popped up in my head. Alright, what message do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the week of January 8th to the 15th. What messages do we have for Pisces? What message do we have for Pisces? I'm not taking all these cards. One card at a time, please. Message do we have for Pisces? Well, what message do we have for Pisces? Sun, Rising, Venus. Firefly. Hyena. Messages do you have for Pisces? What messages do you have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the week of January 8th to the 15th. Gazelle. Black egg. And otter. Whoops. Whoopsie. Whoops. Some of you may have fire or air in your chart. Firefly is air, hyena and gazelle are both fire. What messages do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and Mercury. What messages do you have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and Mercury for the week of January 8th to the 15th. What messages do we have for Pisces? What messages do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and Mercury. What messages do we have for Pisces? What messages do we have for Pisces? What messages do we have for Pisces? We have burnout. What messages do we have for Pisces? I'm not taking all of these. Please one card at a time, please. Message do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and Mercury for the week of January 8th to the 15th. The caterpillar becomes the butterfly. Third party. Give a little, get a little. Potential only matters when someone acts on it. And abundance flowing in. Abundance. Now I will say, because we have multiple angel numbers, we have 666 and 888. If you are seeing these numbers, be sure to meditate, tap in, and ask your higher self, your guides, your ancestors, known and unknown, that are for your highest good, what those actually mean for you. It is good to know the generic meaning of those numbers, but every time you see those numbers, they have a specific message for you. So please make sure you are doing your due diligence and getting the messages specifically for you. All right, what message do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and Mercury for the week of January 8th through the 15th. What messages do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and Mercury. What message do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the week of January 8th to the 15th. I'm not taking all these. What messages do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, thank you. Mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Oh, we have a flyer. Supermoon, emotions are running high. Ouch. Full moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Decimating moon, take time to breathe out. Messages do we have for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the week of January 8th to the 15th. Dang it. Dag nabbit. New moon, eclipse, expect powerful change. And new moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. Shift a little bit. There we go. All right, with my will card. My will card is water energy. My will card is also, so whales are one of my favorite animals. And whales are not afraid to dive deep for the things that they need. Which makes sense because you Pisces are a water sign and you guys thrive on like diving deep into the esoteric and occult. But what I'm hearing is, especially with the will card, is make sure the darkness that you love so much does not consume you. Don't allow it to engulf you. A lot of you also, with the Firefly card, need to start tapping into your creative talent. The Firefly card is a small burst of inspiration. Well, not small. It's a big burst of inspiration. Like you get hit with it really heavy, but it is very fleeting. It does not last long. So whenever you get those moments to create, to write or make music or paint or draw or whatever art, whatever way you express yourself artistically, do so. And once you start tapping into it, those small bursts of those big but yet fleeting bursts of inspiration, you'll realize that they'll start coming more often, and then you'll be able to make them last longer. But with the Firefly card, like, you literally have to, if you're driving, you're a writer, you literally have to carry a notebook with you everywhere that you go. And if you're driving and you get hit with it, pull over. Just pull over and just start writing. Pull over, park on the side of the road, or park in a parking lot and just start writing. My hyena card is, I have a very, very close relationship with that card, because it's come in a lot of my own very personal readings that I do for myself. But the hyena card is masking or escaping, which you guys are rulers of, escaping via humor. Now, it doesn't have to be like you make jokes all the time. It's being sarcastic or being witty. So like you're escaping what makes you uncomfortable by being sarcastic about it, or being witty and trying to mask how you really feel with your humor. My Gazelle card is always going to be, the Gazelle card is always going to be my grace card. So how much grace are you giving yourself? How much grace are you giving other people? Are you giving grace to people who don't deserve it? Are you not giving grace to people who do deserve it? Are you giving grace to yourself? My Gazelle card is also my vulnerable card too. So how vulnerable are you getting with the people that you hold near and dear to your heart? How vulnerable are you being to yourself? The Gazelle card is also the Gazelle card for me is also a card that says, are you being too perceptive? So when you go out, are you being too perceptive and too open to the energies that are around you, that you can't really truly enjoy yourself? That you're always like, you're hyper vigilant and you're hyper aware. So you guys might want to, because you guys feel everything so deeply, you guys might want to pay attention to that. Meditate if you can on how to, I won't say stop being so hyper aware. Because that being hyper aware is like a strength for you guys, but it's also a weakness when it becomes an issue where you're having trouble enjoying just going out and like sitting at a restaurant and enjoying it, and you can't enjoy it because you're picking up on everybody in the restaurant. So learn to turn on and off your gifts per se. So learn how to basically hit the mute button when you need to, because what that's doing is, because you're so hyper aware of everything and everyone's emotions, and some of you can read people's thoughts, like hear their thoughts. if they think them too loudly, you hear them. Because you guys are so hyper aware, it makes it really, really hard for you guys to be out in public. But it's also turning you guys into a hermit, where you just want to be in your own energy. Because in your own energy, you can't hear, like it's like You know, like when you were a kid and you used to like hold your hand or put your fingers in your ear because it was too loud, and then like you would like press on your ear, and then it would make like the sound, like dampen the sounds. I feel like that's visually what they're giving me, that you guys are kind of like doing. Like people's energies are so loud to you guys that you're just like, it overwhelms you. And oh, not even just overwhelms, it's just you're so sensitive that it's like I don't know how to talk today. Damn Mercury retrograde. It becomes overpowering for you guys. Like it's just like you're hyper aware and you just feel everything and everyone, and it's just like you're overstimulated. It's overstimulating you. So learn how to press the mute button. And once you learn how to press the mute button, once you learn how to dampen or soften everything, you guys will be able to go out and enjoy things a lot more easier than you do. Because I feel like you guys, even if you're in like a spiritual circle, the energy is just too loud and you get too overstimulated. Especially for those of you who have no issues with diving in the deep dark, meaning you see a lot of people's shadows. Like you see their shadow selves, and sometimes even people's shadow selves come up and talk to you. And that could be a lot for you guys, especially if their shadows are like extremely wounded. If there's a lot of childhood trauma, especially if the childhood trauma resonates with you, it could be a lot. It can definitely be a lot. Because I'm feeling my heart chakra open and activate, and I just feel like you feel it all. You feel it all. That's also why a lot of you guys get frustrated with people, because you feel it all. You feel them. You feel their highs, you feel their lows, you see their potential, and you want them to tap into their limitless potential, but their shadow is what is holding them back. For some reason, I'm being drawn to these two cards, the Black Egg and the Otter card. It's the darkness surrounding them, and then like it's like the little spots of color. It's like you guys are learning how to balance stepping outside of the shadow of the deep and into lighter energies, I'm hearing more joyful and playful energy. Yeah, even with the Firefly card, you see it's it kind of, let me see. Over here. It's kind of like a progression. So the Firefly card, it's only a little circle, and then as it progresses from the Black Egg to the Otter, the circle gets bigger and bigger. So you guys are allowing a lot more light into your lives. Because I feel like for some of you, you guys are really, really comfortable in the shadow, because you're very, very in tune with your shadow. Even though sometimes your shadow is pissed at you, gets pissed at you. You're very, very in tune with your shadow selves. You're very tapped in. And a lot of you could help people discover the things that they need to work with via their shadow. What they need to overcome via their shadow. For some reason, I have Adele rolling in the Adele rolling in the deep stuck in my head now. And it's because you guys are so comfortable with the shadow that you like it. Like, you immerse yourself into it. But like I said, especially with the well card, make sure you guys are coming to the surface to get some light, to get some air, to renew and restore yourself. That's also why you guys get burnt out so fast, because you're so used to being in shadows and helping people through their shadow work, but you guys dwell in it for so long that it starts to drain you. It drains you faster. So once you start balancing it out, you'll realize you won't get burnt out so much. I'm looking at the black egg card, and I was just thinking that. I was like, it looks like a dragon egg. And then I got the dragon tails. Dragon tails, dragon tails. I had the theme song stuck in my head. The black egg card is a spirit card. It has the spirit elemental right here. And I'm being told to look at the, it looks, well, it looked purple, but it looks pink, but it's like a purple background. And the black egg also deals with the third eye chakra. I feel like some of you are in like this, in the midst of this major like life transformation. And I'm hearing it's been a long time coming. A lot of you have been patiently waiting for it, and whenever it didn't happen, you would get even more frustrated, because you're like, I know this is meant to happen. I know this is meant to be mine. So why isn't it here? Like you're like, how long do I have to wait? How long do I have to wait? When is it going to be my turn? The black egg card is also my speaking your authentic truth card. For some of you, you're stepping into a place where you are becoming and standing in your authentic self. And you're stepping out of your people-pleasing tendencies. Like, you're stepping more into the light of who you are, who your higher self is. For some of you, I feel like I'm seeing someone being pushed into like the spotlight, because I know a lot of you don't like being, some of you don't like being like the center of attention. It makes you uncomfortable, or you just don't like the attention. But some of you are being pushed into it. Don't resist it. Don't fight it. Allow it to happen. If you weren't meant to be in the spotlight, you wouldn't be put in the spotlight. And the more you resist it, the more the harder it's going to be. And then you just got, don't fight, don't stop believing. But the otter card, you guys need to stop being so serious. Be playful. Allow yourself to be playful. Allow your inner child to play with other people's inner child. And I think, honestly, for myself, that's one of the things that I honestly love to do, is allow my inner child to come out and take full charge when I'm around people who make my inner child feel safe. Because my inner child, she just want to love people and play with people and just be herself. And I love that for her. And you guys should allow yourselves to just, it'll help you guys relax a lot more, especially if you're stressed or tense about things. Because like I'm feeling it really, really tense in my shoulders. So please be sure to just like drop your shoulders, unclench your jaws, and shake it out. I feel like some of you need to just play this big ass game of tag, because I literally just heard tag, you're it. So some of you just need to get a group of your friends, go into a field and just play tag until like y'all are exhausted, and see what that does for your inner child. With the third party card, a lot of you guys are cutting out distractions. Like a lot of you guys are doing away with things that, things and people who breadcrumb you. Yeah, because I'm literally seeing someone leave like a breadcrumb of trails, or a trail of breadcrumbs or cookie crumbs. For others of you, you're paying attention way too much to what someone else is saying. Like you're giving them way more power than you should. And you may not have known this person for long. With the give a little, get a little card, I'm hearing make sure you are giving just as much as you are receiving. Especially within the relationships that fill you up, where people constantly pour into you. Because I feel like a lot of you surround yourself or are surrounded by people who just give. So make sure you aren't just taking. Make sure you give something back to those people who fill you up, who help you heal, who walk you through your deepest, darkest moments. Make sure you're giving back to the people who are always standing in your corner. All those people that, like I said, that help build you up. Make sure you're giving back to those people. Potential only matters when someone acts on it. My favorite saying is, especially when you're dealing with people, is their potential in the room with them? And if their potential is in the room with them, can they actively tap into it? Because, like I said, I used to be the person that fell in love with people's potential. I don't do that now, because their potential needs to be in the room with them, and they need to be able to tap into it. I think a lot of you have learned this, though, or you're learning it now. I'm also hearing that for some of you, Just because you see their potential doesn't mean that they're meant to tap into it right then and right now. So sometimes you need to have patience with people and allow them to do the things that they need to do within themselves, so they can be in their fullest potential, to tap into their fullest potential. The abundance flowing in card is I'm hearing Brianna, bitch, but I have my money. So you guys could be expecting this big raise at work, and you're actually going to get it. Because you've been doing the work, because you've been healing, because you've been tending to your wounded inner child, all of the things that you want, everything that you've been wanting and trying to manifest for the past 6 or 7 years, they're slowly starting to pour into your reality. The nothing is yet set in stone card. I keep hearing decisions. Don't know how to talk today. Decisions. I'm also hearing don't make decisions when your emotions are super high. Like when you're extremely emotional, or when someone makes you feel, when someone or something makes you feel the extremes in the emotions, so either very happy or very, very pissed off. Don't make decisions. Then wait for a minute, take a couple seconds, breathe, pause. I'm sorry, there's this song, I don't even know the name of the song, but there's this part, it's like I think it's a Diddy song. It was like, breathe, pause, stretch, let it out, or something like that, something along those lines. You guys just need to take a break, or take a minute, take a step back, and then decide. The end of a tough cycle approaches. You guys have been, some of you have been like given lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson, and you tired, and I feel like you guys are tired, and this is the end of that cycle for you guys. Like you guys are stepping into a whole nother chapter full of different energies. I'm not gonna say that there won't be lessons, because there will be lessons, but it won't be like, you won't have them continuously back to back to back to back to back to back. Like I'm hearing you guys won't continuously have to quote unquote eat shit. Take time to breathe out. Take time to yourself, for yourself, by yourself. The best way for you guys to recoup is to just go somewhere. Go on a trip. Go on a road trip. It doesn't have to, you don't have to go to some faraway land or book a trip to Fiji tonight. No. What I'm saying is, go on a road trip. Go to another state. Go to another city. Go rent a cabin by the lake or something. Do something that's going to make you, pour into yourself and just be in nature. Be in the sun. Go swimming. Unless it's cold where you're at, then travel somewhere warm. Expect powerful changes. This is the abundance flowing in. I feel like this goes with the abundance flowing in card. Some of you, your manifestations are going to rapidly happening. And then your hard work is paying off. Like I said, you guys have been doing the work. You have been honoring yourself. You've been healing yourself. And now, for some of you, it's time for you guys to step into the light. I know a lot of you don't like the limelight. I get it. I get it. I get it. You like to work behind the scenes. But like I said earlier, stop resisting it. So whatever you're waiting for, whatever excuse you're putting down to either start a podcast or start a YouTube channel, hurry up and do it. Do it now. Do it today. Actually, don't do it now. Don't do it today. We in the midst of Mercury retrograde. Don't be like me. Actually, you know what? Just be like me. YOLO. Throw caution to the wind. Just do it. But start the podcast. Start the YouTube channel. Start the Twitch. Do it. Do it. Write the book. Do it. Like, you guys need to start making TikTok videos. Start making YouTube videos. Start making Instagram reels. And if you're on Facebook, start doing Facebook lives. Whatever it is that you're being pushed to do, do it. Stop pussyfooting around. Stop making excuses. It's time for you guys to step into the spotlight. It's time for you to be front and center. Because you've been putting other people in the spotlight. Now it's time for you to be in the spotlight. Even if it makes you uncomfortable. That is your lesson. Learning how to be comfortable in the spotlight now. Because you're meant for it. You're made for it. You wouldn't be called to do it if you weren't meant to do it. You know this. So stop bullshitting. All right, Pisces, that was your reading. I will see you next week. Bye.